after 8 o'clock, and there's nobody here. It's just me and the employees because it's 8 o'clock, and people haven't been coming lately. Maybe because a lot of the other stores are closing already at like 7, so that kind of stinks. So I figured I would price some records and show you guys as I was pricing them, instead of doing, tonight's just price vinyl records and they're awesome, even though I do have a bunch of records already that are priced and ready to go. So I figure I'll show you guys those too in a little bit. But first, I have this awesome Zappa box set. Shut Up and Play Your Guitar is the first disc, and the second disc is Shut Up and Play Your Guitar Some More, and then the third disc is Return of the Son of Shut Up and Play Your Guitar. And I was reading, oh yeah, on the inside, it's pretty cool. It says recordings. I think everything's like flipped over because we're on, selfie mode. Okay, so it says about how Frank Zappa is an amazing guitar player, but nobody ever really realized it because he was so experimental and eccentric and all that. So I was pretty excited when it came in, and it's got the 3 records and they are in beautiful shape. I didn't see a single scratch. Yes, Joe, you should definitely gotta come check out this store because we have so much stuff and we put out new stuff every day. I think I put it behind the set. Yep, okay. It's got the insert too, which I thought was pretty cool. And it says, at the bottom, Zappa Guitar Book, the Frank Zappa Guitar Book, the Frank Zappa. Send check or money order for $14.95 plus $1.50 postage and handling. It's like, man, I wish postage was still $1.50. So, this is the first one that I am going to price, because I'm just really super excited, and I know Stan will be excited too because he is such a huge Zappa fan. So yeah, and he was so pretty too. But I bought a lot of stuff today, and Santa bought a lot of stuff today. Ooh, this was 1982. Jazz rock, hard rock, avant-garde, prog rock. Okay, so we're gonna make this Zappa box at $69.99, and my price gun is over. Michigan City, Indiana. I have never been there. Who box set? Yeah, me too. I hope another Who box set comes out too. Okay, so I moved my price gun on myself. Hold on, I'll be right back. At least I have a drawer full of, price stickers, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, my favorite album by John Lennon. I like rock and roll a lot. I like Imagine. As you guys know, John Lennon is hello from Easton, Pennsylvania. As you know, John Lennon was not my favorite Beatle. George Harrison was my favorite Beatle, and I was so super excited when we got the reissue of All Things Must Pass. Bring on the Doom. I don't have any more Doom. Not right now. I got some really cool stuff though. I think you're really gonna like it because I really bought some really cool stuff today, and so did Santa. Up. Okay. So, Frank Zappa got price first for this. I was also on TikTok. I really like Hot Rats. I really like the soundtrack to the Zappa film because I think that that's a nice mix. So we've got Gamma 3 right here. This is the next one I'm going to price, which is also in amazing shape. It was a very exciting buy today. Extra Texture. Extra Texture is definitely my favorite George Harrison. Great price, shipping, overnight sensation. Oh, yeah, overnight sensation. That's a good one too. Okay, so we have Gamma 3, 1982 Arena Rock. Beautiful, beautiful shape, and this is going to be $4.99. And these are the records that are going out tomorrow. And you know what? This is really exciting. Got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Um, I'm really excited that like there's so many different. This is my favorite Frank Zappa album because that's pretty cool. The Love and Spoonful. I like the Love and Spoonful. I think they're good. I like their greatest hits albums. A lot of times I won't. Okay, so 4.99. A lot of times I won't play their original albums, like they're not, studio albums because they're not, in. No, I wasn't born in Pennsylvania. Um, I lost my train of thought. Oh, a lot of times their studio albums, if they come in good shape, I don't want to be the one to put it on my turntable because, getting Love and Spoonful albums in good shape is difficult. So I don't, like that. Where were you born? Okay, have a great night, Joe. So we've got Gamma 1. Oh, yeah, but my buyback earlier was really awesome, except there's a Monkeys picture disc that always seems to come in warped. And every time we try and fix it, it just makes it worse. So that's always really disappointing when that one comes in because I'm like, I know I can't buy you. I know you're going to be a bowl and it's such a pretty picture. And I don't know if anyone would buy it as wall art, so I never know what to do. So I always, ignore it. It might be the Monkey Business one. My favorite Madonna album is the first Madonna album. Okay, so we've got Gamma 1, and this one is $6.99, 1979 Arena Rock. What are picture discs as a record store owner? Well, see, we have all the Metallica original picture discs, and we've played all of them, and they all sound really great. And, some of the picture discs sound awesome, and some of them just, kind of don't. So I think it all depends. I don't know if it's the fact that it's a picture disc or it's just the pressing itself. How do you clean the albums you buy back? We use pristine platters to clean the albums that we buy back. Oh, okay. So I've got this, the Screaming Abdubs, Dark Side of the Moo, and it's 1986 psych rock. And it's telling me it's unofficial, which I was really surprised by because a lot of Great White's, two of their most popular albums on CD. Wow. The first rock concert I went to was the Sha Na Nas, and that was my my mother won tickets on WRNJ. But the first rock concert that I went to by myself was when Train opened up for, Train opened up for, I want to say Creed, but it wasn't Creed. And it was Collective Soul, and it was just amazing. I have never seen. I was instantly a Train fan. I just fell in love. So it was just great. You never bought them to play them. Well, back in your day, what was the price on a picture disc? Was it more expensive than a regular album, like a black vinyl album, or was it around the same price? Was it a little cheaper? Like, how did they do it? Because, like, the Who Magic Bus, I had an original Who Magic Bus that still had the price sticker on it. And it was one of those little, like, square price stickers, and it had the staples going through it. And it was 83 cents. And it was like, wow, like, that was just crazy. So, and I've gotten so many albums with so many different price tags on them. Yes, The Who? No, we sold it a while ago. But I've gotten so many records with so many different price tags on them that I just, I can't really tell when they're from. Like the Alwick ones that are like 587 and 687. I'm pretty sure those are from the 80s. So that's cool. But all the other ones, like, they don't have a date on them, so it's weird. So, yeah. Okay, so we have the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Beatles. That was the picture disc that they said was limited edition, but the thing is that I've seen so many of these, it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure this one is $24.99, so that's what I'm going to put on it. Because without having the cardboard sleeve around it, it's a big pain in the butt. So we're going to put rock on this pick, disc, Sgt. Pepper. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Box set. The most expensive box set was probably the Zappa Box 1. I think that was the most expensive one. Prince Okay. Now I have this awesome Dark Side of the Moon, and I think he said that it was live. And I hate Scotch tape. I think it is terrible. I very much dislike it when people use it to seal the top of these plastic sleeves, and they do it like a lot. And then it's very, very aggravating. I have a new plastic sleeve for you. We're gonna get rid of this one. It's buried in my pile, but I'll find it. Copy of Aerosmith Big Ones. That is, I can't believe that's been reissued. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad your niece got it for you. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got this. And it says this one's unofficial. Well, that's no fun. Because then I have to do more research, and I've already got a bunch of albums that I have to do more research on, or make someone else do research on. I'm sorry if I'm not getting to everyone's questions, but like it's going really fast on me. You?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Oh, there you are.
I know. I'm short, right?
I thought I was hearing voices again, and I thought I was over there.
So we have the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, and it was on the Purple Capitol label. Yes, it's on the Purple Capitol label. Arrow's release going to be popular. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Yes, we do come across original MoFi recordings. Oh, I gotta find the rest of the numbers for these because they are too early. But it's kind of crazy with Beatles because we'll get lots and lots in, and then they'll all sell. And then we'll get lots more in, and they'll sit here, and then they'll all sell. It's funny how, like, certain artists are just fits and starts. The MoFi? Are you guys talking about Record Store Day? We don't know yet. We don't know what we're gonna get until it's time. We don't know what we're gonna get until they start shipping it to us, and then we know how many copies. Hi, Fernando, our smooth moderator. Yeah, if you're not already in our Facebook group, Spin Me Around, you should definitely come join. So this is a 1976 Magical Mystery Tour, which is very, very clean, and we are going to sell it for $19.99. That's Shauna's line, $1 million. She puts $1 million on 8 tracks and, you know, weird video games that you play on the PC that, you know, the PC requirements are 1,000,000 years old. So, yeah. So now we have Led Zeppelin 3. And it spins. Okay, you're 15 years old. So, as a 15-year-old, you know all those things that you see on Facebook? I saw one that was really stupid, and it was like, if you had as much money as your for $1 for every number of your social security number, what amount of money would that be? Yeah, don't do that. All those things that say if you add this and subtract that and you'll get this age and you know what's the number, it's just people trying to find out your information. So don't tell people where you're born, and you know, don't answer any questions that would be, you know, like your security questions and all that stuff. Don't do that. As a 15-year-old, learn now, don't do that. Okay, so we have a 1970 Led Zeppelin 3, which we are going to sell for $19.99. Ooh, and then we have a Led Zeppelin In Through the Outdoor, and it's in the bag. And when we take the bag off, I was an A variant? No, it was a D variant. So I was pretty excited about that. I always kind of want to like sit them all next to each other and like make the picture that have made you ask why. There's always albums that make me ask why, because I think there's so much great new music. And, you know, like Billy Idol. I loved Billy Idol's EP that just came out. I thought it was amazing. And then we have the Metallica Black Album reissue, where they already had a reissue, and is it really better? You know, or were they just trying to get people to buy another copy of the Metallica Black Album? But what's really cool is that they did the Metallica box set that has all the different that had all the 53 artists doing the songs, and like that was really cool. You know, I thought that was awesome. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that sometimes I'm like, why did they reissue that? But then there's a lot of stuff that, you know, still needs a reissue. I mean, okay, Train. Yeah, I just told you guys how much I love Train, right? I love their first album. I love Meet Virginia. I love Free. I love Train. I especially love their first album. I could just listen to it over and over again. And until, I can't remember what the song is. It was something about DJ Play a Song. Until that song came out, I thought that even if it was Pat Monahan reading his grocery list, I would buy it because I love his voice that much. But then I just hated that one song. But I would love to have their first album on vinyl and like an original pressing, which is it really an original pressing or is it a bootleg? It's like $150, and I can't justify that to myself. So, like, that's something that I think really needs a reissue that I really wish they would get to. But then there's other stuff where it's like Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits, when they put that out for Record Store Day. You know. Yes, we do get original Big Star albums, but they go out almost as soon as they come in because they are quite popular. I have a guy that comes in whenever he's home from college to look for Big Star albums that are originals, because I think right now we have like one reissue and we have 2 different Record Store Day ones from a while ago. Okay, so we have the Led Zeppelin In Through the Outdoor 1979 D variant, and it's in the bag, and this is also going to be $19.99. See, Purdy. Third Eye Blind's debut. Not original ones, same thing. They're normally reissues. Okay, so we've got Paul Revere and the Raiders featuring Midnight Ride featuring Kicks. I was like, Kicks? But no, different Kicks. And it does not have an inner sleeve, but it's still in really good shape, which sometimes you look at like the 80s albums and they have different inside cardboard, and you're like, why is this scratched to death? And then you look at the older ones from the 60s that have that brown cardboard, and you're like, how is this not scratched to death? So it's kind of crazy sometimes, the way that things work. And that's always like, you go through somebody's collection, and your very favorite album that is in there, the one that you're like, oh my god, I can't believe it's there, yeah, that's the one that's water damaged and like moldy. It's just the way things work sometimes. So this is 1966 Garage Rock, and this beautiful album is $6.99. Oh, and then we have my favorite Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti, and I looked at it. It's gorgeous. It's got all the inserts, so it is very exciting. And it is an SP pressing. 50s and can look right. Oh yes. Oh, we had a Them album, the first Them album, and we also had a Miles Davis kind of blue, and they looked awful. They were so scratched, it was ridiculous, and I was like, oh, I gotta play them. Beautiful, sounded absolutely beautiful. And then you'll have some albums that like it doesn't look like there's a single mark on it, but oh no, like they skip and skip, and you're like, how? And then you get these ones that have these big huge scratches, and they look like gouges, and you're like, this is never gonna play. And it plays awesome. So I don't know if it's just from them making, you know, because the records are made out of different stuff as they got older, you know. So I don't know if the type of plastic that they used originally, you know, was in like the early 60s, if it was different, if it was more resilient, I don't know. So we have this 1975 amazing condition Physical Graffiti with all of the inserts, and this one is $34.99. Okay, and now we have Steppenwolf, recorded live at the Matrix in San Francisco, 1967. There's something in here. I couldn't get the record back in before, because there's something in here. Oh, it's a cigarette butt. Oh, this one I was like, oh, there's like, it's, I don't know if he played this one more or if he cleaned it with something different. I don't know. But it was, you could tell that it was going to be beautiful underneath, but it had like a residue on it. So we're going to make this one pretty again. But yeah, I was reading something about what people use to, if there's a seam split, to close it off inside, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, it was that stuff, because it was something like thin strips of double-sided tape, and they were called something specific, and to close it off from the inside, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, it moved. But yeah, no, that wasn't what was keeping the record from going inside. So that kind of stinks. And there's somebody's phone number on the inner sleeve. That is not good. At least it doesn't have an area code. So early Steppenwolf, recorded live. It was live in 1969. Is this correct? This is correct. 1969 Psych Rock, and we are going to make this $5.99. See, it's beauteous. Oh, now we have Peter Gabriel, Gold Stamp Promo, Shock the Monkey. And I'm pretty sure, yes, this one was a 12-inch single. So 1982 pop, rock, and synth pop. so this one is $4.99. We are in Easton, Pennsylvania in the Palmer Park Mall. Oh, okay, so I got the Scorpions, and it looks like it's a compilation, and it's from 1982, and I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese import because, can you see that? Yeah. So it doesn't have an OB, but I was still pretty darn excited. Yep. Early hits. Oh, there it is. Early hits. Japan, 1982, hard rock. And we're going to make this one $29.99. I wish it had the OB, but sometimes they just don't hang out. I wish I had a Bill and Ted telephone booth too, because I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got Heart magazine. And one very faint scuff. And that's about it, so that's pretty cool. And it's got the nice printed inner sleeve too. Always like those. The front's a little, but now it's good. So this is 1978 folk rock, classic rock. And we're going to make this $4.99 for tomorrow. Yes, Journey does have their greatest hits on 180 gram vinyl. And it's a big seller. Okay, so $4.99 for Heart magazine. And then we have Hall & Oates. And I love Hall & Oates. Very, very clean and shiny, pretty vinyl. And this one is 1978 pop rock, and we're going to make that $5.99. Very exciting, because our Hall & Oates section is almost empty. Okay. And then I got some stuff that I dollared earlier. So we've got Belafonte for $1 and the Temptations' Greatest Hits. Evolution, Gene Bertoncini. Jerry Lee Lewis, what was it, Greatest Hits? No, Hall of Fame Hits Volume 2. It had a little tiny scratch that I could feel. It was not even through an entire track, and I was like, oh, I can feel it. It's $1. Oh, Moody Blues. Just had a lot of light scratches like all over it, so I was like, that's $1. Oh, Montavani. Music for the classical guitar. And then March of the Royal Highlanders. Now, this one feels like an import, and I'm pretty sure, oh, yep, there it is. Made and printed in Great Britain. But I don't know, so I figured to stick it in the dollar section, and I'm gonna go grab my other box of the stuff that I already priced earlier, so I can show you guys, you know, what's there. So thinking about stocking original master recordings. We do stock original master recordings on vinyl, not on CD. We have some of the older original master recordings, like used ones, that are in the case, but that's about it. We don't have them on CD because people tend to have a price point with CDs that they don't have with vinyl. Hi! I love Brazil. I get a lot of people that come in from Brazil. And they're always really cool. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Now, I'm not exactly sure with this one when I priced it, but we've got Chipmunk Christmas, and this one is $6.99. And we've got Bob Seger, Night Moves. Nina Simone at Town Hall, so she was live. And Walmart had Elvis for $20. My Elvis is a lot cheaper than that. Okay, Nina Simone, and she was live at Town Hall, but it's stereo. So I was really excited about that. And this one is $19.99. Tim Buckley, Folk Rock, $16.99, and it is in beautiful shape. And then Phil Oakes, Pleasure at the Harbor, and this one is $6.99. Phil Spector's Greatest Hits. John Barry conducts his Greatest Movie Hits. The Worst That Could Happen by the Fifth Dimension, and this used to be called The Magic Garden. We got this one. It's going to be out tomorrow for our Just Price Vinyl Records, and they're awesome. Another Fifth Dimension, Stone Soul Picnic. Bad Company, Classic Rock, okay? Now, it still kind of has a shrink. I wasn't exactly sure what to do, because it looks like they never opened it, but it's just not like completely staying on. So I was trying to be very careful and gentle with it, and I'm scared to like pull it too hard that it was going to pull that plastic off, because it kept the cover really, really nice. Oh, John Lennon. Jerry Lee Lewis, Touching Home. And then Jerry Lee Lewis, Original Golden Hits Volume 1, and this is on Sun Records. Okay, I got more. Next time I'm going to have to prepare for this a little better. So we've got Jerry Lee Lewis, Original Golden Hits Volume 2, also on Sun Records. The Best of Merle Haggard. The Moody Blues. BT Express, Do It. James Gang, Live in Concerts. They were live. Moody Blues. John Lennon, Rock and Roll. These are all going out tomorrow. They're all in beautiful shape. And then we have Santana. Heart. Patrick Hernandez, who is disco, and his best known song is Born to Be Alive, and it's on this album. Waylon Jennings, The Ramblin' Man. And the funny thing is that the record for this one was in Waylon Jennings' Dreaming My Dream. So these records were switched. So I was pretty excited. UK 45's in the store on the Stiff record label. I don't think so. And then we've got ABBA, The Visitors, and this one is still in the shrink wrap. And this is the Moody Blues. And I think I got one more stack that's already priced. Okay. Donna Summer, A Love Trilogy, still in the shrink wrap. Ravi Shankar at the Woodstock Festival. The largest audience in musical history, Shankar's complete performance from the monumental Woodstock Musical Festival. I was very excited about this one. Temptations Greatest Hits Volume 2. Now see, the back part is still all in the shrink, but the front part, it kind of like got cut like this. So I don't know what happened, but I was like, oh, I'll try and leave it on if it'll stay. Jerry Lee Lewis, Drinkin' Wine Spodee OD. Now this one's on Pickwick. So I priced it down because it's Pickwick and sometimes they don't have the best sound quality. Sly and the Family Stones, Greatest Hits. Saturday Night Fever, Fever Night, Fever Night, Fever. Now, the thing with Saturday Night Fever is I used to have like 20 of them. And Rhianna was like, stop buying these, where are we going to put them? And we had a hiding spot for them. And they all got bought out of the hiding spot. So people found them and, you know, bought them all. So it was kind of weird. Because I really wanted to TikTok with it and it took me forever to find one. We've got Genesis. Now this one is an A variant. Yes, Jerry Lee Lewis does have some weird gospel records out there. Okay, Guns N' Roses, It's So Easy and Mr. Brownstone is on one side, and Shadow of Your Love and Move to the City Live is on the other side. The second side is live, and it is a German import 12-inch single. So I thought that was really cool because I've never seen it before. Got Earl Klug and Bob James. Bob James, hands down. Now this one's really cool because see, he's got those two hands there. Let's see, if you open it like this, he's got 4 hands. And then this gatefold's really cool too with all these skeletal parts. I thought it was pretty cool. I was excited. Dave Mason, Let It Flow. 10 album due, Prince Gold. The Philadelphia Orchestra does perform selections from 2001 Space Odyssey. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I can never, Stars and Stripes Forever. It's like I can never quite read what they write, but I got that one. Then we've got Julian Bream, Baroque Guitar, a great musical interpreter of our time. The Baroque Lute. Steppenwolf II. So if that's Steppenwolf II, then this must be Steppenwolf I because this one's got Born to Be Wild. Ooh, the Souther Hillman Fury Band. J.D. Souther, you know, because he taught the Eagles how to write music. Mickey Newberry is live at Montezuma. And that is country, white label promo from 1973. Moody Blues, Early Blues, right? Yep, Moody Blues, Early Blues. I thought that one was kind of cool. Now, we have an original Love record from 1966, and it's psych rock, but it is not in very good shape, so I priced it at $7.99. And then I got my Ghostbusters soundtrack that I used to TikTok about Huey Lewis in the News, because I was waiting for like ever, since Huey Lewis in the News thought that the Ghostbusters theme sounded a little bit too much like I Want a New Drug. So then, you know, they sued Ray Parker Jr. So I don't remember what the outcome was, but I thought that was pretty cool. I have Golden Earring Moontan, a reissue. It doesn't have the original cover. You know, it's a sealed reissue because it's fairly recent. Okay, let's see. Let me grab a couple more records because we're almost done. Oh, okay. That's what I was like, you know. I was like, you know, I don't remember what the outcome was because I didn't read that far, but I thought it made an excellent story. I was like, that's pretty cool. So we've got Whitney Houston, 1985, synth pop and funk and soul, and we're gonna make that one $11.99. It's crazy. I couldn't tell you how many of this Whitney Houston album I used to have. They would just pile up in the section, and then I don't know what happened. You know, and they just all started selling. And it's not, you know, that she had just passed, because it was after she had passed. Like, she'd already been gone, I think, for a couple years. So I'm not sure. Oh, this Jefferson Airplane is sealed. And sometimes these are very frustrating trying to figure out if it's resealed or still sealed. So we're just going to put that one to the side for now so I can investigate that a little further. Shannon, do you want to get away? 12-inch single. Ooh, very, very clean. And it needs to be like that. Yep, that's right. $19.85 Electro 12-inch, so we're gonna make this $2.99. And they taped the hype sticker from the plastic there, so that's always pretty cool. Okay, and then this one, oh, Full Force. Unfaithful So Much. Is this side one? Where's this side one? Sometimes I get confused with the 12-inch singles. It's hard to tell which one's side one and which one's side two. But I'm trying to make sure that it is readable for when it goes in the section. So this 12-inch single is 1986 hip hop R&B / swing. And we're gonna make that $2.99 because that one still has the hype sticker on the plastic. It's not that they took it off and taped it. And that is a 12-inch. Okay, I got another 12-inch. It's like I got like a couple minutes left, so let's see if I can find a full record. Okay, we got the Best of the Beach Boys Volume 2 in fairly nice shape with the Starline circular label where it's got like the bullseyes on it. I think that's a pretty nice one to end with. Now let's see. Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers. Yes, we do, but they don't, again, it's something that doesn't stay in for very long. You know, one thing that I have to say is a lot of times when we go live, we do it with everything on the computer, and it just kind of makes it easier. On the computer, because you can scroll back and forth to see everybody's comments. So that does make things a little bit easier instead of trying to catch them on the phone when I'm not really looking at the phone. So I will keep that in mind for the future. That is very interesting. Okay, 1967, Best of the Beach Boys, very good shape. Very, very nice. We're going to put $4.99 on that. And then, let's see, we have the Best of the Bee Gees, and let's make sure this one is pretty. It is very pretty. Oh, wait. Nope. I got one little scratch I can feel. Everywhere else was really pretty, so this one's got to be $1. $1 for the Best of the Beach Boys. Okay. And oh, Pat Benatar. I found a Pat Benatar. Crimes of Passion, Pat Benatar. In beautiful shape, with the shrink wrap still on it and the hype sticker. So this is 1980. It says hard rock and pop rock, but I think this one's more pop rock. And since it's still in the shrink, we're gonna put $5.99 on it. And like, I remember when I had like this many Pat Benatar records. Now I got like this many Pat Benatar records, because they just keep selling. I think finally people of this generation, you know, this generation now, are starting to realize how awesome that she is. Yeah, I know it used to be really, really common, and now all of a sudden I can't keep a freaking Pat Benatar in stock. But you know, Live from Earth. Okay. Where are you shopping? Because I'll go buy all the Pat Benatar there is for $1. No problem. I'll buy it all. Live from Earth. I could never keep a copy in stock, ever. It always sold. It was crazy. Okay. Oh, hit me with your best shot. Do, do, do. Okay, so those were tonight's Just Price Vinyl Records, and they're awesome. Some of them I priced with you. Some of them were already priced. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Chicago suburbs. Road trip. But, you know, I was talking to someone from somewhere down south, and they were saying how they couldn't find any heavy metal, but they could find like 10 tons of Johnny Cash and stuff like that. And you know, at that point we were getting in heavy metal fairly frequently, but we weren't getting in like any Johnny Cash. So, and I was like, oh, maybe we should switch for a little while. So yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're going to give it a like, a big old thumbs up, because everyone likes a thumbs up, because when you do good, you get good. And then, you know, please do subscribe. Ring that bell. Ding, 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 because I'm going to do a video like this a lot, and I'll see you soon. I hope you had as much fun as I did, because that was crazy. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. What do you think?
Great idea.
Do you think I hit the little X?
I would start with that.
Yeah?
But how to leave a live stream.
Uh-huh. Yes, I do want to stop. Bye, guys.